about to head to the studio so we can work on our Hero Arts Blog Hop project together. I'm going to be making a VidCon book. I'm headed to VidCon and I'm so excited. It will be my second time there, and I'm really excited this year because I'm actually moderating a DIY panel. So if any of you guys are coming, please come see me. It's going to be about how DIY brings people together, and we've got some amazing creators on the panel. I'm also going to be wearing this shirt, your biggest fan, and if there's anything that you want to see for VidCon, please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Now let's head to the studio to make the booklet that I will be taking to VidCon. Here is the book I made the night before leaving for VidCon last year. Because it was dark, I didn't film the process of decorating the cover. It's from Daiso and a great size for keeping stickers and notes from the panels. I'll link the video showing how I decorated this spread in the description box below. I had such a fun time, and you can see me making a total fool of myself when I met Casey Neistat. Really hope to see him again this year and not act so starstruck. I'm taking a lot of inspiration for this year's book by using similar colors and the whole stamping thing. I'm using this Evolution by We Are Memory Keepers, and because you guys were so sweet to tell me that I shouldn't place my dies down, see those markings up there? I'm turning it up and placing the cardstock on top. Next, I want to take these little adorable dies and make the most out of the room that I have on my cardstock. Because I wanted to try something different, I placed the camera there to try to get a cutout in the tag. But in hindsight, now that I've already done this, I know that I probably would have chosen a shape like a heart or something a little bit more solid where it didn't matter if it didn't lay perfectly straight. I'm sure you guys have suggestions on how I could achieve what I wanted to, so please leave them in the comments below. All right, so as you can see, the camera's crooked, but it turned out different than I thought it would anyway because there's these little details within the camera that got lost. So I'm just gonna use this side of the tag instead of worry about the other side. So how cute is that little camera? Mainly I'm using supplies from my monthly hero kit. This is the June kit, and these stamps are just adorable. I'm taking the Simon Says stamp white ink, and I want to place these strips, I think they're like washi tape strips or airmail strips, across the book and just in random places. I love the contrast of the white against the dark craft. And I wanted to use the light craft from American Crafts to contrast it as well. I'm taking the Lawn Fawn chamois and cleaning my stamp like a good girl. And then I'm also going to do some more stamping. This hello is going to be placed somewhere on the book, but I'm going to grab my tag and see if I should place it on the tag or on the book itself. It doesn't look like I'll be able to do that because I want to spell out VidCon. I'm just, experimenting as I go. So when you find yourself planning out your creative project, I highly recommend just moving pieces around and not getting too stuck on debating where you're going to place things. Go ahead and commit when you're almost ready. I'm taking this Versamark ink and I'm going to ink it up by dabbing it down, down, down. And then, I'm sorry about the Superman temporary tattoo that I have on my left arm that you're probably wondering what the heck is that. I got that at an event and it's still there. So I'm stamping this down and then putting the cover on. I'm taking a folded sheet of paper and laying it down underneath to catch the embossing powder. This is the white Zing from American Crafts. It's the opaque version. And I want to just spread it all over and get good coverage on the entire hello. I can brush off a little bit of the excess with my finger or take a paintbrush, but since I didn't have one handy, I just used my finger to get rid of those little parts underneath. Okay, so that looks about good. I'm going to put the rest of this neatly into the canister and then close it up. I'm going to grab my heat gun. This is the Zap heat tool, and heat it up in advance a little bit and then place it down, and you can see it magically transforming. I love embossing these days, so it just adds a great texture and dimension to any project. Next, I'm going to take this geotag and stamp it in black on this tag. The idea is that I'm going to have the geotag and then Vidcon next to it. But you'll see here that these letters are a little bit bigger than I had planned out, but I'm going to just spell out Vidcon and do it on the table so that I can place my acrylic block on top of it. Make a tiny adjustment here. And then, sorry about my baby hairs getting into the camera view too. And then just place it down, and then I want to see how this turns out. But look, the eye gets dotted with a geotag, which I think is such a cute, happy accident. Next, I'm going to ink it up this way because it's a lot easier, and then stamp it down, lining up that geotag to dot the eye pretty perfectly. I love when stuff like this happens, and I feel like it only happens when you actually set out to create and give yourself a time limit and not worry so much about the details. Usually it works out, or you can just cover it up. I also wanted to sprinkle a little bit of the gold, and I'm doing it on the bottom half of the Vidcon because I have this idea to create an ombre effect with the gold, if that's even possible, because I have two different types. This is the opaque gold. I'll dump it back in, and then I'll sprinkle the glitter gold. This is also a zing powder on the top half. Then it looks pretty cool, and I'm going to take the Zap Heat tool once again, and holding it, it just looks so cool how it's crystallizing, but it is getting a little hot, so I'm going to have to place it down on the table to finish the embossing. All right, so the heat embossing is turning out awesome, and I love how it looks. So I'm going to probably fill in this little space with the word there. It's the same word that I used for last year's book. I said, hello there, Vidcon. So I'm just going to take my go-to Tim Holtz water brush. This is the detailer tip, I believe it's called. And I'm going to draw the word there using the watercolors from the Artist Loft. I got them from Michael's. I have a whole video that I can link below as well. And I wanted to just add some more detailing. This is another stamp from the stamp set, and it is so cute and detailed. They're just these little chevron arrows, and I'm just going to stamp them throughout the book because I think it's just so cute. And really, the stamp works so well. The lines look like I drew them, but I didn't have to take so much time to do so. Okay, so a little bit off the cover. I like it when it goes off the page a little bit. I just think it adds a nice look to it. And I'm going to definitely stamp some sunglasses. And I think I'm going to make a little tag for Casey in case I see him because he always wears sunglasses. So I noticed that coverage wasn't that good because I was just trying to stamp it off, but I didn't like the way only half of it stamped through. So I'm going to just cover it up with this suitcase. Okay, next I'm adhering the tag pretty well down. I want to make sure it's covered on the edges, and I'm placing it underneath here. And then I just want to finish off by adding some more details and gluing down these die cuts with this Tombow mono glue. And then I want to staple this heart because I think it's so cute with this gold stapler from American Crafts, and add just a little bit of reinforcement glue underneath it. I also want to put the year underneath, so I want to show you how I do that with this tip because it's such a fine point. You can get really small lines, and through a lot of practice and patience, you can write it down or you can use it like a pen. Next, I'm taking this white pen. This is my favorite white gel pen. It's the Uniball Signo, and I'm going really slowly to fill out the word Anaheim. And I think it provides such great contrast and works like a charm. So I want to put Anaheim, California, and then I think I'm about done. I love the way this turned out. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I used my monthly hero June kit. All the links to the supplies are below, and I hope you feel inspired to try some embossing and stamping and writing on any of your paper projects. All right, that's all for today, so thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing some more with you very soon.